Okay, Thursday, 22nd of June 2023, and the summer roars on here. But what is not roaring on are equities taking really deep pullbacks here, really deep pullbacks down on NASDAQ back to the 15s area. And we were looking for this. I haven't changed this chart since yesterday. So we were looking for this, like the 985s, the 1500s or 15,000s. And I think we could find buyers from here, but what has generally happened is that we are imbalanced down of the 15,165. So pullbacks against here are going to be problematic for the buyers to then lift the market above. But let's see. So we're going to have a closer look at this on the tech look ahead for the guys in the Discord. And here's on the SPOOs. I still think we need to come back further on the SPOOs here. So, 43.85s and 43.69s. And then we can really start to, think about maybe joining in the strong bid here. But really, I think we're going to have to look at a lot more than just the price on this chart if we want to be thinking of joining in on the longs here. But, if we're intraday trading, for swing trading, you got to wait and see what is the temperature of the water at that exact time. Timing is everything. All right, and here we are on the Dow. We were looking for 34 127s yesterday on the pullback. Just sharked that, didn't really get it, almost got it. And this morning we've kind of traded into that, and it's not a hard level, but it is a very important level for us to monitor here at Duggan Capital for potentially looking for longs on equities. And even if we do get buyers coming in here, they're going to run into, on the Dow here, they're going to run into the headwind. I've got the 50 EMA on the 30-minute on here, but I'll probably take that off. It's a little bit distracting. We're going to run into the headwinds here of the P-Val, 34 240s. All right, we like that area for a potential short and then break down because we are not holding that well down here today so far. Sellers are in the mood here for trading today. Still. So yeah, look, if we break down this area, if we have a little pullback up, I'd look to see what's happening on this 34 155s. Is the market then going to pop up, put a baseline against here, and then come up? And if it does, then I'm not looking for short. We get a good amount of support now,
and
which is pretty good resistance.
The labor market could result in persistent inflationary pressures.
Get the boys there.
ECB's Nagel says interest rates haven't risen.
So, that's on the Dow, slightly complex. But what I want to open your mind to here is, if we break down on generally this trend, we're opening up a huge door to come back into this range here, which goes all the way down to 33,541s. I don't think we're going to get that in one session, maybe 3 sessions to take us back down there. But for now, you got to stay with the longs. Oil, what's happening? Well, the chart might look a bit messy to you, but really there's a lot happening here on oil. I actually like the supports coming in on the 70.96s. However, for me, I'd actually like the 70.65s. You can see it's just a little hop, skip, and a jump below to there, and maybe even get a little bit of flushing out below, and then we could look for the longs to come back up to in and around the 71.92, 72s, we'll call it. And just wanted to bring your attention to gold, which has been really pushed around quite a lot from the dollar, obviously. But here we are on weekly bars, and you can see we're not holding this area here, the sort of COVID high, 13th of April 2020, right here. So it's been a pretty decent line in the sand to trade on. But we're breaking down. So we have a couple of levels there we should be shorting against. Imbalance pullback against VWAP is the trade here. I'm in this trade right now. I'm loving it. And I think we could open up at least down to the 1927 today. I think we're on, you can see the car is on the road. Dad said we're not pulling in until we get there. And that's 1927. All right. What else? Really, cable on the BOE rate hike of 50 basis points. Yeah, whatever. I mean, you can see just there before we, whole half an hour after the data, we were basically opened exactly where we started. This is a 1% breadth move here, by the way, both sides of the data. And so if I actually then bring this back right to a bigger chart on cable, we kind of try not to get too obsessed with cable. You can see there's a big old line in the sand here. If we go to the weeklies, let me just let this load. There we go. It's got to load one or two candles there, I think. Okay, so essentially, this is the kind of shape of water at the moment for the pound. Just kind of probably pulling back to the spot 26.44s, and that will be putting in a new low on the day for actually a new low on the week as well. So just keep an eye out for a break on yesterday's low. And then we're running into supports, really, because I do think we are on the way to spot 31.28. All right. So don't be surprised when we end up at spot 31.28. In fact, I'm just going to mark that one up, and then that will allow me to gloat once we get there, if we get there. But I think that's where we're going to over the medium term with cable. Dollar as well, you got to be aware that the dollar was pretty blowing out on the downside. Nice little support area here on the Dixie. I think I talked about it yesterday. The 101 spot 95s. We blew out below, and then I'm looking at a rhythm chart here, and quite a nice little ARPB long to be had with the condition shift thrown in there for good measure on dollar. And of course, then, if you can see that ARPB coming in on the dollar, well, I don't need to tell you twice to take the short on gold. All right, that's it. Best of luck out there. Enjoy the sunshine. All right, take it easy.